So I'm out again on what is a glorious late September morning. It's about 8:30 and I'm on my way to Hagley train station. And the reason I'm on my way to Hagley train station is that at 7:30 this morning at Manchester Piccadilly, the 44871, I might need to check that, departed from there, and it's on its way to Bridgnorth, and it will be passing through Hagley train station. So never want to miss an opportunity. I thought it'd be great to get out and scout the location early to see if we can get some photos of a steam train. Now bear in mind the train will not be stopping at the station, so I've got one opportunity and one opportunity only to get some shots of this amazing steam train. So what I want to do to make sure I'm best prepared is scout out the location and work out roughly where I'm going to stand and what kind of photos I'm going to get. Aperture, shutter speed, ISO, all the usual stuff. The train will be coming in about 11:20, so let me just give you a brief tour of the train station. And here it is. This is Hagley train station, right on the northern tip of Worcestershire. Now I am on the platform that's bound for Kidderminster, so the train will actually be coming through the station on this side, and you've got the ticket office here, the bridge, and then the platform the other side, which is platform 2. And if I was to remain on this side of the platform, probably going to end up being a little bit close to the action, a little bit close to the steam train. So let's have a little walk over the other side across this beautiful bridge and see what kind of shots we can get from the other side of the platform. Alright, so we have a train coming in, but it's on my side of the platform, platform number 2, which is not the direction that the steam train's going to be coming in. Steam train's going to be coming in, approaching from that, under that tunnel, coming towards me. So that's the West Midlands Railway service leaving the station. So let's get out the camera and do some test shots of the location. Sun's coming from this direction, but I think it's going to kind of arc around there. Let me just get the camera out. And I'm going to put on my 18-105. Swap that on there. Lens cap off, put it safely in there.
Your own safety. When you're on...
Alright, so we have got a normal service coming through, but let me just quickly set up the camera. So I don't want it on 2-second timer. I want my drive mode to be on burst, but not high. Let's try medium. I want my focus wide on this one, and then focus to be autofocus continuous, because the train is going to be moving in the scene. Let me just do a couple of test shots. Let's take it out of silent. Oh, here we go, hold on. Alright, so I had it in silent shooting mode, so that might make the train look a bit distorted. Let's just take it out of silent shooting mode. Off. And can we get bridge and the station in? We probably can. Let's go back a bit. Okay, we actually have a train coming into the station now, so let's just do a couple of test shots. Bit of a burst. We're on 1/25 of a second shutter speed, so I think that was absolutely well. Way too slow. And we're just getting some blinkies in the sky. So let's bring it down. And we know by 11 o'clock this is probably going to change a little bit. And then let's just get a couple of shots of that. And what I'm going to do is just review it in camera. Obviously I'm not going to do this while the train's passing. And then just go to where I can see my blinkies. So we've got a bit of overexposure in the highlights. I'm going to take off my ProMist filter and put on a CPL filter, just so we can increase the contrast a little bit in the sky and bring out the saturation. CPL filter, where are you? There you are. Let's take off our lens hood. ProMist filter, put on our CPL filter, lens hood back on. Wow, it's now just gone 10 o'clock in the morning and Hagley has got a lot more busier. See a lot of people bringing their kids out to play football, but what I'm going to do is just have another wander up to the train station just to get another couple of another couple of test shots now that the sun's come up in the sky a little bit more. I've got my 18 to 105mm lens on with a polarizing circular polarizing lens even, or polarizing filter. I just want to bring the contrast and saturation out in the sky if I can, so let's go and do a few more test shots. So I've now decided to bring my aperture down to well, my aperture is still at f8. I'm on ISO 640 and my shutter speed is 1/350th of a second, and I've just adjusted my circular polarizing filter so that sky with that cloud is nice and saturated and contrasty. So let's take a couple of shots of that. And I've also changed my focus method or focus area to flexible spot large right in the center of the frame there, and hopefully that should make for a good shot. Let's just check the blinkies. I'm now at eye level, which sometimes can be a boring perspective for a photo, but I want to try and get the wheels of the locomotive of the steam train as it flies through the station. So wish me luck. I've got about an hour and 15 minutes to go. Let's just start recording on my monitors just so you can see a little bit more clearer straight through the viewfinder what I'm looking at. So obviously you can see aperture at f8, get everything in focus, ISO at 640 and a shutter speed of 350th of a second. So let's just get some test shots and then let's just review that in camera and then check the blinkies. Okay, we've got minimal blinkies in the sky again, which I'm not too concerned about. But if I just turn the polarizing filter, you can see the effect it's having on the clouds now, which adds a bit of interest. We have that nice clouds and saturation there. So I just want to be careful. I can get, as long as I can get the footbridge and the ticket office in and the top of the train. Oh, here we go. Here's a good test. Okay, this is not stopping, so here we go. Okay, cool. So I think I'm going to cover the wheels and the chimney of the steam train when it goes past, but let's just have a look. And I've got my burst mode now. I thought it would be better to set it to low. Okay, cool. It's a bit dark, but we can bring that out in post, and it looks to be fairly sharp. The bridge is in focus. The ticket office, it's a bit dark in there. Let's just check. I think the focus is okay. Let's just check the blinkies, and the only place we've got flashing away blinkies is in the clouds, so not too concerned about that. The light may change because it's getting a bit cloudy, but we'll see what we get, and the anticipation is building now. We have got about just under an hour to go before the steam train goes through the station. It is now 11 o'clock in the morning, so I've got about 20-25 minutes to go. There's still loads of people playing football. It's gone cloudy, which to me is not a major concern, and I'm a little bit pleased with, because at least I don't have to deal with harsh shadows and bright sunlight washing everything out and saturating all the colours. The clouds can act as a nice friendly soft box for all the light, and I think I'm all ready to roll. It is just a waiting game. I have prepared as much as I possibly can, and there's not much more I can do. So a little bit of nerves now, a little bit of stage fright, because I've got one chance to get a photo of this steam train if it actually does go through, which I'm hoping it does, so wish me luck. Okay, so it seems like I'm not the only person that's here today to photograph the steam train. We've got two photographers here on the platform now. One gentleman going handheld, and one gentleman a bit further down with a tripod, so that is probably a good sign, which means that we're definitely on for steam train action today. We also have some photographers with me on the platform doing some test shots. We've got clouds now, so the clouds are going to act as a giant softbox for me for all those shadows. I've just got to make sure my exposure's right now. So, and here's a train coming through for a test shot. So okay, we've got some twilights exposed in the sky, but I'm not too concerned about that. But I think at this point I'm going to take my DPL filter off because I think it's going to remain cloudy. But off that comes. One more test shot there. And I think we should be okay. And we don't want the steam train to go whizzing by with a passenger train in the way. That would be a complete disaster. The weather is now clement and changes from cloudy to slightly sunny, but that's all the fun of photography. I have got my thumb on the shutter speed dial just in case we get bright sunshine come out. Adrenaline is now starting to pump. Sun's coming out. Let's just flip over to 1/500th of a second. And shit, should have put the circular polarizing filter on, but there's no point. We're not going to have time. We're just going to have to deal with the harsh shadows. I'm just looking up into the sky, and yeah, it's starting to really clear. Do I risk putting my circular polarizing filter on? It's just here in my pocket. No. It's not worth it. Here it comes. Test shot. Test shot. And here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, look at this now. The sun has come out, gone in, come out, gone in and come out again. So we are a bit saturated and contrasty, but I'm pretty sure we can do something with that in Lightroom or Photoshop. But that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? And that's Hagley train station. That's Hagley train station, and I think it's time to go home.